Thank you very much, Nick. Thanks for joining us for this brief 30-minute presentation. I believe you're here from a flyer that I sent you via email, and we're glad you're able to attend. Happy Good Friday. First thing I'd like to do is introduce the members of our illustrious organization that are on the phone today. The first is Sean McCoy. He's the National Director of Business Development. He's also the owner and founder, and most importantly, he put all these programs together. He truly is the real McCoy. Next to him is Nick Woodward. He's our senior online strategist, a brilliant guy who has helped me through a lot of these presentations. So thanks for being here. And Nick will be talking to you throughout the presentation. My name is David Kramer. I'm the Senior Business Director for the Western Division. We're an educational firm based in Parker, Colorado, outside Denver. And before I get started, I'd really like to address a question that I often get, which is, are we an IMO, an FMO, or some sort of marketing organization? And we emphatically are not. We're an educational organization and will not ask you for or participate in getting any commissions of any kind. So you're looking for a undiscovered niche market opportunity. Well, we've got one. We've got a unique and vastly underserved niche market. I'm going to show you ways to tap into the federal employee benefits market, and I think this should pique everybody's interest. The first important question that comes up is, why should you work with federal employees? Well, first of all, the federal employee system, the federal employees are getting older and older and older. About 39% of the federal workforce is 50 years of age or older. And if you compare that with the private sector, which is at 24%, that's a huge gap. There's so many more. The average federal employee is 47 years old and has over 16 years of service. And a full third of them, 1 out of 3, will be eligible to retire in 2018. So let's break that down just a little bit. There are 2.7 million federal employees in this country. So that gives us 776,000 federal employees that could retire this year. Now that's a huge amount, but more importantly, it's an unprecedented amount of people in the federal government that could theoretically retire this year. Also, one of the biggest misconceptions is that federal employees are not well paid. This couldn't be further from the truth. Actually, they're quite competitively paid, and the reason for that is that the federal agencies have to compete with the private sector for these recruits. Also, a full 85% of all federal employees work outside the DC area, and many of them in some of the larger states like California, Texas, Pennsylvania, Illinois, and so forth. You can see it on the chart. The point is, though, that we have lots of opportunities well outside of Washington, DC. Federal employees really do need your help. We've discovered over time that these employees are looking for outside assistance. Their benefits are really complex, and they don't have the resources locally to help them understand all the programs available to them. So what I'd like to do is go over some of these benefits and the opportunities available for you to help them. First one is called Pension Income Alternatives. Some of you may know it as Pension Max. They have a defined benefit pension plan, and they have to choose among survivor benefits, a lot of them. Sometimes the cost of these survivor benefits is very high, especially if they've had a divorce, or in some cases more than one divorce. Sometimes a better situation is to offer a protection product, life insurance, to supplement or replace these survivor benefits. Another important area is these employees are those employees hired after 1984 that have less than 10 years of service and are not 62 with at least 5 years of service. They don't have a pension. And believe it or not, many of them are not even aware of this. So life insurance might be a solution for this and replacing income for those number of years if that's suitable. Next is the Thrift Savings Plan, or TSP, which is the largest retirement plan in the world. It has over $360 billion in it today. And with some of the changes with the armed services, we could see it over $1 trillion very soon. 40% of this money, by the way, is in the fixed account. So not only do they need help with allocations, but also other opportunities outside the TSP might be appropriate after retirement. For example, rolling over into an IRA or a Roth IRA. And then the fourth opportunity can come through the Voluntary Contribution Plan, or VCP. This plan is available to those hired before 1984. It's an archaic defined contribution plan that allows them to put up to 10% of everything they've earned over their career into it on an after-tax basis. Because of tax changes in 2008, they're also given the opportunity to roll this money over into a Roth IRA, and that avoids, of course, contribution and income limits that they might otherwise have for that Roth IRA. Whoops. Here you'll see a breakdown, a TSP breakdown chart, and in it, you can see the vast number of employees that are covered. By the way, this is for both active and retired employees in this chart. You'll see the average number of years of service and the balance amounts. And if you look at it closely, you'll see that this indicates the opportunities available in helping employees transition into retirement, especially those hired after 1984 in what's called the FERS or FERS program. If you notice, between $250,000 and $750,000 is well over 500,000 participants that have that kind of money in their TSP. So there is a lot of money in the TSP program that gives you a lot of opportunities. Next, we see the Federal Employees Group Life Insurance, or FEGLI for short. And the challenge here is that when they get into their 50s and beyond, because this is a term life insurance program with 5-year bands, the costs become increasingly prohibitive as they get older. It's an opportunity to provide protection in the form of life insurance outside of the federal government while employed and also into retirement. Next is disability coverage. After the first year, they are only provided a 40% benefit. And normally this is not enough for people to maintain their lifestyle. I mean, if you think of it, 40% is barely eking out a living. So often they need a supplement. They need to supplement this with things like disability or life insurance with living benefit riders. The final area of risk management and estate planning comes in the form of long-term care insurance. Now, long-term care is the single leading cause of senior poverty in this country. The federal long-term care insurance sometimes doesn't match up with the needs of the employees. So again, they might need long-term care or life insurance with living benefits rider, and these could be very beneficial to them. All right, at this point, you should be asking yourself 2 questions. Number 1, what's the best way to find new prospects and turn them into clients? And number 2, how can I get the professional knowledge I'll need to work with feds? Well, luckily, you've come to the right place. We provide training in both of these areas. The first one is called FEDEd, the FEDEd Advisor Training Program, and it provides you with the knowledge, tools, and support you need to work with federal employees. The second one is for those interested in providing seminars to federal employees. We have FEBA, or Federal Employee Benefit Advocates seminars for this type of educational program. Why don't we start with the FEDEd program, and I'll show you how that works first. Now, this is designed to be a hands-on classroom program. Approximately 2 weeks prior to the class, you'll receive a pre-class study guide. And this comes with information that will be covered in the class to help you prepare for it. It's a lot like if you've ever taken an insurance exam or a securities exam, and you've taken one of the licensing classes beforehand. They'll send you materials in advance so that you'll get a good foundation for the class, so that when you go in there, you'll be ready. You'll start out right. And that's basically what we're doing here. Then, when you arrive in class, you get a copy of the slides we'll go over in class called the Classroom Workbook. This gives you a valuable reference research to go back to after the class is over when you're working with federal employees. There are exercises in the workbook that we'll go over in class to help you with calculations you're most likely needed, or that you'll most likely need to use with federal employees. Probably the biggest benefit you'll get in the marketing workbook, the quote-unquote secret sauce of the program, is we helped you learn to identify, locate, and communicate federal employees. Now, I've been in the financial services industry over 30 years, either as a financial advisor or a wholesaler. And what I've learned is that most advisors want control over their prospecting. So our proprietary program teaches you how to build your own prospecting list in 3 ways. Number 1, prospecting directly to federal employees to find out their benefits and needs. 2, prospecting using an off-site seminar, either using your own materials or licensing materials through FEBA seminars. And 3, federal on-site seminars. You learn how to become a federal contractor approved to go on federal property. This program teaches you how to fish, how to create an organic, unique list of very vibrant prospects. We'll provide you with marketing materials for those face-to-face meetings in the form of emails, letters, or our benefits flyers if you plan to use FEBA materials. In addition, we offer a cornucopia of postcards that can be offered from our website for on-site or off-site meetings or seminars, or you can use them to have prospects come in for analysis and, of course, one-on-one meetings. Another benefit of coming to class is you'll receive our online software. We've partnered with a company called Ready Retirement Solutions. Some of you may have heard of it. They have an excellent calculator that's specifically designed with federal employees in mind. And we'll train you on how to effectively use that software. This is included, by the way, in the cost of the class. Now, if you so desire, there is an upgrade feature that can be purchased separately that provides state-defined benefit programs also, state, county, and so forth. Another upgrade shows the features and benefits of Pension Max. Also, you'll receive in class a digital resource library on a thumb drive, providing 85 different forms for federal employee benefits, plus templates that come with the marketing program, along with a questionnaire that complements the Ready Retirement Solutions software. This can save you months of looking around for this information. I talked to Sean about this. This took him several months to put together. It is a very comprehensive list, and it's something that nobody else offers in workplace market. Also, you have the opportunity to take an exam on what you've learned in the class to see what you've retained and to help cement some of the more important points. It's an online, closed book, 100-question exam. If you successfully pass it, you're provided a beautiful frame certificate suitable for any wall. However, the federal government does not recognize any designation in reference to federal employees. So, the comprehensive program provides you the pre-class study guide, the classroom workbooks, the software from Retire Ready Solutions, the online exam, and the digital resource library thumb drive. The cost for this program is $1,695 per person. Nick, I think this might be a good time to open up the lines and see if we have any questions. And once we get through those, we'll move on to the next section.
All right, let me unmute everybody. All right, so if anybody has any questions, go ahead and shout them out at this time. And with that, I think, David, let's
okay.
Go on.
We'll move on. Good. I'm glad everybody is excited about this and understands it. Let's look at the next section. And we went over the FedEd Advisor Training Program. Now let's go over the Federal Employee Benefits Advocate Seminar, or FEBA seminars for short. This is available for those that want to offer seminars to federal employees on or off site as a single licensed user. The programs are set up as complete packages. They come in half and full day sessions for the old system called SIRS, and the newer system, the one I've been discussing a little further, FERS. You also get the individual modules. So if you'd like to do a lunch and learn or a short training session on, say, pensions, for example, these are also included. However, the modules are not available to be licensed individually. They come as part of either the SIRS or FERS programs. We also have full or half-day financial literacy packages. These are educational seminars to help federal employees understand financial concepts outside of their federal benefits. This includes investments, risk management, asset allocation, and estate planning. And these are structured in generic terms, so they can even be presented to anyone, not just federal employees. Advisors a lot of times, however, like to marry them with the FERS or SIRS briefing to give them federal employees an overall understanding of their choices and benefits. And finally, we're very proud to offer the newest addition to our seminars called Divorce and Its Effect on Federal Employees. Federal employees are no different than the general public as far as the number of divorces. However, the difference is federal employees have complicated choices. And unlike the ERISA programs you might be familiar with now, these choices have different rules and can leave employees, families, and others unprotected. Each program comes with professional workbooks, and these come in hard stock with a coil binder and are great tools for the federal employees to use while attending the seminar. Workbooks include all of the slides the presenter talks about. A lot of space is available for notes, and these allow the federal employees to understand complex concepts in an easy to understand format. One of the most unique items is the full day program, is the benefits worksheet. Federal employees have a hard time connecting dots a lot of times, so this is a visual to make it easier for the federal employee to understand their benefits in a very holistic fashion. Additionally, it allows them to share this information with their family. With this information in their hands, then, would the employees be less likely or more likely to need or consult with an advisor? And the answer actually is more likely. It actually brings up a lot of questions. I was in a seminar of this sort yesterday and the day before, and I can tell you that the employees, the more they heard, the bigger their eyes got and the more questions they had. So the employees really find it hard to answer a lot of these questions. They're confused and they really need an advisor's help, somebody like yourself. The benefits worksheet is something only available through our programs. Now, if you choose to license the materials, we make available a customizable invitation to attendees, either for on or off-site seminars. It provides your location, time, dates, and the name of the program, along with benefits to the federal employees. Another proprietary offering that differentiates us from the pack is the summary report. This allows you to take the evaluations from the class and present them in both on a numeric and percentage basis and combine them with the comments for a nice comprehensive report. It allows you to sit down with the point of contact and give them a solid report to review what was learned in class, as well as being able to offer additional seminars and of course, get referrals for other departments. Also, it provides a management tool for the point of contact to use when reporting on the effectiveness of these training sessions to their superiors and to others they may have to report to. As mentioned earlier, we also have the financial literacy presentation, allowing federal employees to look at financial matters outside their federal benefits. This can be offered in a full or half-day session. Our newest seminar is Divorce and Its Effect on Federal Employees, which has been requested frequently and demand is high. Now, the reason that Sean chose to develop the Divorce and Federal Employees seminar is because there were a lot of questions on this specific area. And he felt that this was something that would really be helpful to federal employees. Again, there were many questions yesterday in the general seminar. And so what we've done is put this together, and it's offered as an off-site location type of seminar for federal employees and spouses. Now, some advisors are using with attorneys also to generate some referrals. This is available in both a 2- and 4-hour session. It's a seminar in a box. It comes with a logistics checklist, what you're planning to do, and a step-by-step on how it will be accomplished. It's very comprehensive. This is our newest seminar, as I mentioned before, and it's already proving to be very popular, as nobody else in the federal market is offering this. And as I said, there's a very high demand. We're really excited about this program. So if you have any other questions about it, please let me know. These then are the turnkey briefings we offer, which include communication pieces, complete benefits training with both workbooks and worksheets, and a comprehensive summary report. These are designed as single license using seminars. Each person using them needs their own licensing. These are then our 2 programs. The first one being the FED Advisor Training Program to help you with knowledge, tools, and support to work with federal employees. And For those interested in putting on seminars, it includes full and half day CSRS, FERS, financial literacy, and of course, divorce, our newest edition. We've created a product pricing structure that meets the needs of most advisors. The pricing for either the CSRS or FERS program is $2,500. The initial pricing for the financial literacy is $2,000, and the pricing for the divorce seminar, which is not on this slide, by the way, is also $2,500. The renewal each year is $500, and you can use them as many times as you like throughout the year. If you do use supporting materials, you must purchase them through our firm. Full day books are $10, half day $8, module books are somewhere between $2 and $3. Some advisors may want to license the materials but not present them themselves. That's fine. There's a $1,500 a day instructor speaking fee plus reasonable travel expenses. Or you can deliver them yourself without these fees, of course, if you feel so inclined. For those who do not want to license the materials, a speaker is available at $2,000 a day plus reasonable expenses plus cost of the workbooks. There is bundling available for purchasing more than one package. In other words, if you want CSRS and FERS and so forth, the discount is about 28 to 30%. Now, if you've got multiple licenses in one office, discounts are available also, and we can discuss that with you. To recap, we have comprehensive programs designed to offer the advisor the knowledge, tools, and support needed to help federal employees with their benefits. To learn more or find out when we're offering FEDED classes, please check our website at FEBAdvocates.com. That's FEBAdvocates.com. Also, you can call me with questions. My number is not on here. You're welcome to call the number on here, 720-432-3331, which is our home office. But you can also call me with questions at 424-442-9290. Again, because it's not on the slide, it's 424-442-9290.